you guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am about to replenish the Cookie Monster activity page that I am selling at craft shows. I'm gonna make them in bulk. So watch this video and see how I make them. As always, we start off with cutting my template on my Cricut. It is already designed and I have it all ready to go to make them in bulk. I have it set up where I can very quickly make 8 copies of the Cookie Monster activity page. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut all of those pieces out first. Having the template set up and made already really makes this whole process really quick and really simple so that the cutting time takes very little. Also, summer break is on, so in my videos you may see my kids pop in and out of my videos. Having kids around while you're doing this is a whole other story. I've been spoiled. I've been used to having them in school, so I'm able to do a lot of the work while they're in school, but now that they're home from school, that's definitely going to shake up my routine a bit. So that's gonna be an adjustment for me, but that's okay. And here is the tray that I'm using with all of the pieces cut and ready to go. So I go ahead, I put everything, my laptop away, take out my sewing machine, and I'm gonna get some 8 by 8 inch or 20 by 20 centimeter sheets of felt, and I'm gonna sew on my Cookie Monster face and the mouth, leaving the top part of the mouth open. Once those are sewn on, I'm going to get my very thick 3mm felt and I cut the pieces out to be the binding, and then I'm going to get another 8 sheets of felt and sew that binding piece in between the front and back sheet of felt. And now that all of the sewing is done, I go ahead and I put my sewing machine away, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use hot glue to glue on the white and black parts of the eyes. I do not sew those on. It would take way too much time, and it's much quicker and much easier to just glue them on, and that glue is very, very strong, so it works really well. And here I am hot gluing a bajillion cookies, and I always like to glue 2 copies together to make 1 cookie because it makes each of the cookies nice and stiff and thick and structured. So here I am hot gluing 8 times 5 is 40 cookies. And then I take out my stencil and I write out the numbers 1 to 5 on each cookie. And then on the other side of those cookies, I just color in the corresponding number of chocolate chips so that kids can count the number of chocolate chips on a cookie and then flip it over and they can see that corresponding number. When I finally get all of those cookies finished, I'm going to put 5 in each of the Cookie Monster's mouth. I'm going to hole punch them, and here they all are, 8 copies of the Cookie Monster completed. They turned out very cute as always. I love this activity page, and there are the 5 cookies inside of Cookie Monster's mouth. Okay, so to make those 8 Cookie Monster activity pages, it took me an hour and a half. Each of those pages cost me $2 in materials, and then I sell them at craft shows for $5. So for each page that I make, I keep $3. So that works out to $24 that I made from those 8 activity pages. Took me an hour and a half, so that works out to paying myself $16 an hour. For context, I know some of you don't live in Canada, most of you, so the minimum wage here in Canada is $15 an hour, so I am just barely squeaking by that. And to be honest, that price does not include the cost of craft shows. It does not include the cost of my sewing machine, the cost of my Cricut, the cost of my website. So depending on all of those expenses too, that's also going to take away from my profit. So I just wanted to put that out as a disclaimer that I don't necessarily get to keep all 16 of those dollars per hour. With some of the previous videos that I've posted with those pages, some of those pages I do a lot better. I might make $20 an hour, 24, up to $30 an hour. So that's double the minimum wage. So you might wonder, why not just charge a little bit more for that Cookie Monster activity page and pay myself more? That's a good question, and you can definitely try that. The way that I'm doing it at craft shows is I'm just having a whole table filled with pages for $5 each. And then the next price up that I'm doing is $9 each. So basically, the vast majority of my pages are either $5 or $9, and there's nothing in between. So basically, with most of my $5 activity pages, because I'm pricing it so low, most of them I'm not going to be paying myself much more than minimum wage. Some of them I barely squeak by if I even get there. So you have to keep in mind that when I say in a video, oh, this page pays me $30 an hour, like I think it's the Feed the Fish page, that gets balanced out with some of these other pages that are not as profitable, but I still want to offer them to my customers for that really low price, because I think people are more likely to buy, they're more likely to be happy, they're more likely to buy more from me. So I like to offer some at a really low price, as low as I can get it. Having said all of that, that is just what I charge. If you are going to a craft show, you are going to have to incorporate different fees into your pricing. The craft shows that I'm attending right now are very, very low in cost. I got a really good deal. Right now, my craft show that I go to every weekend is 15. That's $15 a day. Most craft shows in Canada, you have to pay about at least $40 a day to attend. So if you're paying that, you're going to want to probably increase your prices and charge a little bit more so that you can cover the cost of your craft show. And then there's other expenses I'm sure that you will want to incorporate into your pricing, but that is just how I have decided to do it. Last thing before you go, I am still working on getting a Patreon page where I will have uploaded all of my templates, or I'm going to continue uploading them, where I make them in bulk, which is what allows me to make the activities so quickly, to get them all cut all at once and then just make multiple copies of them. It is the key to making them quickly and efficiently. They are amazing and they will save you so much time. So if you are thinking of making these as part of a business and you have any sort of cutting machine, probably a Cricut, but any machine will do, you will be able to upload my templates and just load them into your design space or whatever software you're using and cut it directly. It will save you so much time. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. I want to have it up and ready and published by the end of the month. And that's all. I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah!